October 12th, the official Social Security raise will be announced. I have all the details and what you need to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. I know in this video, I want to share with you some incredibly important information as the official Social Security raise will be announced on October 12th and will directly impact the checks of about 70 million beneficiaries who do receive benefits from the Social Security Administration, including Social Security Retirement, Disability, SSDI, survivors, spousal, SSI, and VA beneficiaries. Let's get into it and talk through all the details. Really fast before we do, thanks so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe right down below the video. It's totally free to do so, and I'm here for you right by your side every single day to help you out in any way that I possibly can. As things are changing rapidly, we're getting new announcements, new information, bills, packages, proposals, things coming out of Congress and the administration. A lot of things are happening right now. Either way, I'm here for you to do all the research and break it all down into these short videos, which I deliver a couple times throughout the day. So again, please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet, and let's get into it and talk about the incredibly important information coming out the day of October 12th and how this directly relates to your monthly checks administered by the Social Security Administration, as they will be announcing the official raise to monthly checks. All right, so here's what it comes down to. The morning of October 12th, we will be getting the official CPI data release. Now, stick with me for just a second here. This is all going to come full circle, and we're all going to be talking about the raise to Social Security checks and how this information translates into that. All right, so the last few months here, as you know, because you've been watching the videos here on the channel, we've been talking about the CPI data releases, the Consumer Price Index, which is otherwise known as the inflation report, which is released right around the middle of every single month, okay? It gives us a glimpse into what is going on with inflation from the previous month, and then we can go forward and, project the coming months going forward. Well, we know this much. The inflation data from July, August, and September is the data that we need to look at to determine the three pieces of the puzzle that tells us how much the COLA will be for the following year starting in 2024, okay? Well, here's what's happening. The day of October 12th, we will be getting the last piece of the puzzle. We already have two pieces of the puzzle. We need one more, which is going to be coming out on October 12th. This is the last piece of inflation data, the CPI, the Consumer Price Index. This will be released, and it'll give us the details as far as how much the COLA is going to be, officially announced by Social Security, okay? Remember, this is the COLA, cost of living adjustment, which will be announced on this day. And then again, this will be going into effect in January of 2024, so like a couple months from now, okay? So here's the thing. Obviously, as soon as they announce it, it doesn't go into effect immediately. It goes into effect in January, as we all know. But this is very important stuff. Now, as of right now, we do have a few, pieces of the puzzle that are on the table. A few, and we have a pretty good idea of what the COLA is going to be within a couple tenths of 1%, right? But this last data point is the very important piece of information that we need to finish this equation, okay? So, very important stuff here. Now, this is the release that we all wait for every single year to wonder how much are our checks going to be increasing. Now, I can tell you this much, and I've mentioned this before in other videos. This year, 2023, we got 8.7%. It's not going to be 8.7%, okay? So please don't hold your breath. It's not going to be 8.7, okay? However, it'd be certainly very nice if it was, but it's just not going to be, okay? There's no way. It's not going to happen, okay? So let's not get our hopes up for something like that, but we have a kind of a decent idea of what it's going to be as of right now, okay? So again, I don't want to come out here and start speculating saying, oh, it's going to be. I don't really know. We don't know as of yet, okay? I've talked about some other projections here as of recently in other videos talking about it could be around this range. But as of right now, we're only like days away, okay? It's coming real fast here, and this is the official announcement. So pretty cool stuff. Can't believe we're already here. You know what I mean? Like, this is it. This is it. We're right down to the wire here. We're about to, cut the tape and get that announcement out of Social Security. So it's one of these things that I think all of us have like a love-hate relationship with, right? We love it because our checks go up, but we hate it because it means that they reduce SNAP benefits, they raise taxes on us, all kinds of things like this. It's one of these things where it's like they give it with one hand and they take it all away with another. You know what I mean? We all talk about it every single year, but either way, it's always kind of exciting to think about, hey, we're getting a little raise here. Awesome stuff, right? So we'll have to see what happens here, but this is the date. Now, one more thing I want to point out really quickly. Remember, the day of the 12th, October 12th, okay, we'll be getting the announcement of the CPI, Consumer Price Index. That's not what we want to look at. That is the headline number, okay? We don't want to look at the CPI. We want to look at the CPI-W, which stands for Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners and clerical workers, okay? That is the piece that we want to look at. You got to dig through the report a little bit to find it, but just because whatever that number comes in at, it could come in at, I don't know, 3.9%, 4%, 4.1%, whatever comes in it, doesn't really matter. That is not the raise, okay? Just letting you know, that one number right there is going to be taken into consideration alongside the other couple numbers that we got the last couple months here, and it runs through a formula, okay? So it's not like that one number is, that's it, okay? We got to run the numbers on this. We've got to run through the formula. We need to determine all of these details, okay? So it's not quite as easy as just looking at the CPI and saying, that's it, that's the raise. No, that's not how it works, okay? There's a formula that runs through this, okay? So anyway, of course, I'll bring in that detail right away. We don't need to talk about the formula. I guess I could tell you the formula if you care, but I don't think many of us care about the formula, right? We just want to know what's the final number. Dump the numbers into the hopper, spin it around, and boom, what comes out the other end is a number, right? It's like a sausage maker, right? I'm picturing like one of these grinding machines, right? Make sausage. You dump it all into the hopper, it grinds it all around, and it pumps out a little tube of sausage, right? That's kind of like what the cola is, right? So it's anyway. That's what it comes down to as I get those details on the day of October 12th. Of course, I'll bring it to your attention right away. Either way, some pretty important stuff. October is a very important month, and I can tell you this much as well. October, November, December, the last couple months of the year here, we've got a lot going on. Congress has a lot on their plate. As always, they've dropped the ball, as they always do. They have a lot more to do here. They didn't get their work done because they were too busy out there playing rather than working. I'm not really sure where they grew up, but where I grew up, work comes before play. Obviously, they did not grow up with those same values. I'm not really sure where they grew up. Doesn't really matter, but I'm just saying. They ran off and played at their little summer vacation for 5 weeks rather than getting the work done on the behalf of the American people. Go figure, right? And who's paying them? Oh yeah, we are. Funny. Anyway, I'm not going to get off on a rant here talking about that. There's just no need to because it's just kind of pointless, but it's just kind of funny how it goes, right? They get paid by taxpayer dollars and they run off and go on vacation rather than getting their work done. I don't know. Just seems weird to me. But that's what they do every single year, so hooray for them. Nice job, right? Anyway, wouldn't be such a bad job in the world, right? To be a politician. You just sit there and twiddle your thumbs all year. You work about, what do they work? Half the year, maybe, and go on vacation the rest of the time? Not bad. And make a big salary, too. They make a couple $100,000 a year to do all that stuff. Not bad. Living the life, right? Wow. Anyway, I'll be here for you in any way that I can be. Again, please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel. Stay tuned. I'll keep you posted. We'll get that official announcement here and bring it to your attention right away. Anyway, cool stuff going on. I'm here for you. Enjoy. Take care. Have a good one. And catch you again later in the next